America, we have an infrastructure problem. We all know it, but a lot of us as taxpayers don't really realize the, the actual magnitude of the problem. So I'm going to kind of pose this in a couple different ways. So first and foremost, as I'm out here doing these podcasts and engaging with the public works communities, the municipalities, our engineering partners, the engineering community, as well as just, my kids' sporting events, the local barbecues, networking events, being the pavement guy comes with a lot of, interesting questions. So, number one is, why are our roadways so bad? Why is this infrastructure backlog so big? And I kind of did a little bit of a digging here, and here's what I've come up with. And I'm not going to get the stats 100% accurate. It will be within the ballpark. And here's what I know. When you look at the landscape of how America's roadways are maintained, it really falls onto the responsibility of the municipality owner or the township owner or the village owner. You see, at the federal level, only about 1.5% of all that funding for maintenance and repair activities is coming at the federal level. The rest is coming from different types of grants opportunities, general funds, tax dollars, gas tax, all these different things that are happening out there. And it's become a real problem. So when we look at over the last 2 decades in this country of why our roadways are continuing to perform low or grade low, score low, this is why. We have cities that are strapped. They're just simply strapped from a funding perspective, unable to perform all of the maintenance and repair backlog that is needed within their cities. Take a typical city. Let's just say, I'll give you a great example. I am in Heath, Ohio, about 35 miles dead east of Columbus, Ohio. Population of about 15,000. Total centerline miles of roadway under responsibility, about 60. Of that 60 miles, well over 50 miles is coming from their local tax fund. The other 10%, maybe some state opportunities, some state routes, some federal routes, things like that coming in through our community. The other 80, 90%, all on the back of the city of Heath. So what are they going to do in the case of, putting a dent into that backlog, right? This backlog of the roads. The public's not happy. The business owners aren't happy. The city's not even happy, by the way. Like, cities understand, most of these municipal owners understand the magnitude of the problem. It's just that they don't have enough funding available to solve it. So here's what I want to propose. This. What if we stopped focusing on, I got to mill and overlay everything, and started focusing on, when I do mill and overlay, I'm going to set this roadway up for success. And how am I going to do that? Pavement preservation, preventive maintenance. It's the same types of things that we're going to do to our homes, to our vehicles. We're not doing these to our roadways. America's got to wake up at some point and capitalize on this. It's very simple. Yes, we know that there's this massive backlog, but when you are putting your micro dents into the backlog, what are you doing to set that roadway up for success, give it a long life? That's not what we're seeing at Pavement Management Group on a national landscape. That's why when you go to our LinkedIn page on Pavement Management Group, our page, you see all of the content that we push out to the public, if you will, on that platform is all about preventive maintenance and preservation. Very little has to do with what we even do for a living or what we do to generate revenue at Pavement Management Group, which is roadway condition assessment, turnkey pavement management offering, consulting, all of these things. So if you're a community that is not putting preservation first and you're not putting preventive maintenance, I'm going to challenge you to just not even have a program right now. Just stop everything you're doing. Do not spend a single dollar until you have a full-blown plan. You have to know what impact you're currently making with the budget, how far that budget can go. If you start implementing, say, 20, 30% of the budget that you're allocated towards preventive and preservation activities, what would that impact be? That's your ROI. Very simple. Look at it from a position of portfolio, stock investing, 401k, however you want to look at that. When you put your dollar into a fund, right, it's going in multiple directions. Your money's working for you in multiple ways, multiple funds. Maybe 10% in stock, maybe 10% in bond, maybe 10% in tech, maybe 20% in healthcare. 30% in oil, whatever it is that's diversified. You need to be doing the same type of concept to your roadway maintenance and repair budgets. A certain amount of money should be going towards a crack sealing program. A certain amount of money should be going towards rejuvenation. A certain amount should be going towards surface treatments. And then absolutely, the lion's share still has to go to full depth reclamation, reconstruction, mill and overlay, partial full depth repairs, because that's where the needs are. And I get that. But I want everyone to just listen to this message and realize that America does not have the greatest infrastructure on the planet. We are losing in that game right now. We're losing to China. We're losing to India. Those countries who have developed that infrastructure are doing everything that I just mentioned. Number two, at the federal level, they are spending 3, 4, 5%. So that's like a 4 to 5x that our U.S. government is spending from the federal level. So you can see they are committed to infrastructure. They are committed to maintaining and preserving the infrastructure. It's time for us to do the same. That's my message today. I hope this resonates with a lot of you out there. Again, I'm not here to shake things up. I'm here to just state the case and state the obvious. So as always, for all of you out there that are pounding the pavement each and every day, I appreciate you. Keep paving the way. Until the next one.